First, few basic things. Wealth is not something outside from you. It is extension of what is you. Please understand. You go on accumulating something in your life. If you are conscious, organized, you accumulate wealth. Otherwise, you accumulate poverty. But you go on accumulating something. Please understand, you cannot be in between. You can't say, no, neither I am progressing, nor I am losing. No. Either you are progressing or you are losing. Means, either you accumulate wealth or you accumulate poverty. Accumulation is your life. Wealth is not something outside you, it is extension of you. What you feel about life, what you feel about you, all these ideas only decide whether wealth is going to be around you or not. People usually ask me, why is Swami teaching about wealth to us? Who else you think should teach? Only a Swami can teach. I tell you, because your concepts about you plays a major role whether you are going to have wealth or not. Now, basically I want you to understand, if you are not attracting wealth around you, if you are living in a consciousness not enough, there is something seriously wrong with your being. Work on that first. Work on that first. Please understand. Work on that first. Altering the understandings you have about wealth is a very important thing you need for creating and celebrating wealth. Please understand, grabbing is completely wrong. I am not teaching grabbing. I am teaching creating. I am not asking you to become grabbers. No. Creators are totally different from grabbers. Here I am asking you to become a creator. Wealth is not just money and gold alone. It is a space in which you feel abundance. I am not saying without money and gold start feeling abundance. Have enough and have the space enough, both. Have enough, have the space enough, have both. Wealth, money, abundance, even though all these words look like they are same or synonymous, it is not. Please understand, money is directly controlled, manipulated by few people who keep that concept alive. When brilliantly, intelligently, few people play with your greed and sell you some concepts and make you work for those ideas, that is money. Money is not abundance. I am not saying For abundance, money is not required. But I am saying money itself is not abundance. Please understand. Abundance is overflowing ecstasy, confidence in you that you can exist. Your existence is joyful, blissful for you and the people around you. Please understand. It may be looking very mystical. I'll explain step by step. But today I wanted to give you the last word on abundance. No beating around the bush. Last word on abundance. Listen. Even that word has nice meaning. Abundance. Bund means bank. Abund means without bank. Dance. Jumping without a bank. Jumping without a bund. Abundance. See, a overflowing excitement, intensity about your existence is wealth. Understand? Overflowing abundance about your existence, which expresses as your health, as the confidence to make whatever you want, as a strength to manifest everything you need, and not attacked, disturbed, destroyed by the so-called social impossibilities put on you. Please listen. Society puts impossibilities on your head so that you can lose the idea, you can lose the purpose, you can lose the goal of your existence. Please understand. Man who remembers his purpose and goal can never be manipulated or controlled. He will always be living in abundance. If you want to enslave somebody, first thing you have to make him forget his goal. The man who remembers his goal is the wealthiest man in the world. He is the most wealthiest man because continuous remembrance will create an ability to manifest. Some of the basic truths about abundance need to be internalized. Please understand. The real abundance is awakened feeling. That's the essence. Experiencing an awakened feeling, physically, mentally, in the muscle memory level, biomemory level, and bioenergy level. Experiencing awakening is abundance. You sell your health to get the wealth, and then you go on spending your wealth to gain the health back. The idea, the concept with which the wealth is generated, you have been asked to work, is wrong. Doubt that. How you feel. Actually, this was told to me by my guru. if you feel every rupee added to you makes you more rich, you should feel much more richer by every long breath added to you. Every long breath, the energy it awakens in you, energy it radiates through you, is equivalent to every rupee accumulate. He told in the sense of that the Kundalini energy which is functioning in your system is more important than wealth. Let me explain more detail. Please understand. Poverty is nothing but deciding to live without finding solution for your problem. Somebody came to meet me. The person knows all his problems. Almost 6-7 hours we were discussing only his problems. He himself says, I am not interested in solutions, Swamiji. I told, be aware of negative people. They will find a solution for they will find a problem for every solution. See, if you go to a positive person, he will find solution for every problem. If you talk to negative people, they will find a problem for every solution. And still, after talking to negative people for hours, if you are not drained, you are an incarnation. Poverty means knowing your problem does not want to solve it. Richness means constantly being alive. Please understand, being alive is enough. You will not tolerate the existence of conflict and confusion and dilemma. All I am requesting you to get out of poverty is just increase the number of your waking hours. Nothing else. Reduce the tiredness and boredom. The time you worship Nidra Devi Puja, reduce that time, that's all. Increase the number of waking hours, I tell you, because by your nature you cannot survive with dilemma and conflict. You will start finding solution. You will push yourself towards the solution. You won't keep quiet. The meekness, weakness in thinking through about your existential problems is poverty. See, money is simply extension of your understanding about you, your strength on you, your strong belief on you. I am not talking something impractical, please understand. No, I am not talking anything mystical or impractical. Whatever I am talking is a formula. It is not just miracle happens only in my life. It is a formula which can happen in every one of your life. The right attitude towards money is, please understand, the right attitude towards money is, it has utility value for the things you want to do. Neither suffer with the feeling I don't have enough, nor be overloaded and develop arrogance or ego or influenced by having it. Neither be influenced by not having, nor be influenced by having. I can say life can be equated to two things. One, the ability to achieve what you want in the inner or outer world, or just getting stuck in both the world. These are the only two equations. As on now, at least people who are sitting in front of me, I can say very clearly, there is nobody who doesn't want wealth. Everybody wants it. But they do not increase the life in them to the level they want it. Wealth can be equated to the life energy you express. Straight equation. Because as on now, a normal man has wealth as the first priority in the life. So be very clear, if you do not have wealth, don't blame anybody, just you are not expressing life in you. Life energy is not happening in you. You may think, what an incarnation has to do with wealth? Why Swamiji should talk about wealth? I can tell you, wealth itself is not wrong. Your concept about wealth, if it is correct and proper, not only it will not be wrong, it will be right. I wanted to present first few basic concepts about wealth properly. First, when a man decides to create wealth, not steal, understand, create wealth, you will have wealth and the great fulfillment you lived. And your whole energy will be towards the creation, not destroying others. I am seeing very clearly the fellows who are interested in destroying others, going after people, harassing them, they are completely dull, dead. In their very consciousness they are poor. I tell you, the consciousness attitude which works towards creating wealth makes you non-violent, because your whole energy becomes creative. Creating wealth brings tremendous interest in life and non-violence. First I have to clear all the wrong concepts about wealth. Only then I should talk about wealth. Otherwise you will not be able to grasp why an incarnation, a Paramahamsa should talk about wealth, why a sannyasi should talk about wealth. Only he can talk about wealth because he has gone beyond wealth. He cannot be made wealthy by wealth. What is wealth? Knowing the knack of how you have to be useful to society and enrich it so that they enrich you. That's all. That's all is money. If you think money is too big, just by making it you will become tired. That is the biggest poverty. Please understand, just by making it, if you become tired, You are working, functioning out of the concept of poverty. You will make, but you will not be there to enjoy. Somebody else will be enjoying. That is why I am saying, make money without thinking it is too big. Make money knowing that it is the dust which flies while you walk. I have to here put it on record. One of the statement I heard from my guru, நடக்கும் பொழுது பறக்கும் தூசி என நினைத்து செல்வோர்க்கே செல்வம். I'll translate. While you walk, the dust which flies, the feet dust which flies, equating that to your wealth, and the person who walks, the wealth follows him. Understand? The powerfulness you demonstrate, the powerfulness you carry in your thinking, in your feeling, in your words, in your action, the side effect of it is wealth. The side effect of it is wealth. The moment you think wealth is important, you will become tired by achieving it. Becoming tired by achieving it means you will feel cheated. Please understand, you will feel cheated. Understand? Always be clear. Your focus should be on the powerfulness and awakened state of your being, and push through your life. As a side effect, wealth will be overflowing. You will be enjoying it. Uneducated are those who are educated only in schools. Poor are those who think money is only wealth. Poor are those who think money is the only wealth. If somebody thinks money is the only wealth, how he is going to be cheated? Even your professions, careers, build as per the Hindu tradition and Hindu scriptures, because they are so much of life positive. And I tell you, the wealth you generated by being life positive is awarded to you as your richness in any plane. Please understand. With all my integrity to Sadashiva, I give you this cosmic legal advice. For example, if you are a doctor, an ethical doctor, and you are serving the life and making money, that wealth comes with you even when you go to Kailasa or Swargaloka, or when you come back to planet Earth. Please understand. I am very responsible when I am uttering these words. These are really true. But if you kill somebody, murder, sell alcohol, or sell meat and make money, not only that wealth will not come with you when you move to different planes, that sin and the torture and the suffering follows you wherever you go. One of my close disciples who listens to my words, I told him, see, I can relieve you from any sin, but don't run non-veg hotel,
Even I will not be able to help you handle when you leave the body. He listened and left it. He left the non-veg hotel. That was his profession, his bread and butter. But he said, Swamiji, you said, that's all, no more. He just shut it down. Contribute. For example, if you are running a software company and making money, it's a contribution. It's good for you. Contribute and make money. If you are selling a house, doing real estate, it's good for you. It's a contribution. In that, making profit is not wrong. But fundamentally, it should be contributing to humanity. Never do this meat, alcohol, that kind of business which is harming the beings. Same way, tobacco. Never, never, never do that. Tobacco, alcohol, and any of the violence related, like killing animals, or even the violence based silk, the silk which need to be produced by killing the silkworm. No, no, do not go for any of those careers and professions. Say, for example, when you are running a software company, you invest only $10,000, but you make $1 million, nothing wrong. That is not at all wrong. That's not at all. That wealth will come with you even when you move to a different plane or when you come back. Any wealth generated by contribution always comes with you. It is permanent. Never create a wealth based on violence. For example, you are a teacher. You teach good things, not bad things. Of course, if you are teaching to kill, that will not be a good money. If you are teaching people to contribute and generate wealth, that will come forever with you. Anything done by contribution, addition, will come with you forever.
The first step we need to do, looking back, the gap between your desire and your cognitions. How you started perceiving wealth, money. How you started perceiving. I can tell you a small story. First time, how I was introduced to money and started interacting with money. I still remember my 3rd birthday. My father has given me a Ganesha who actually ate food. If you have read my biography, you would have read the incident. If you are interested, you can go to YouTube where I have narrated the whole story. I was given that Ganesha as a gift and I was so curious and busy with playing with the deity. And then in Indian village we have a habit, all the family elders will give coins on the birthday as a gift to the kids. So I was sitting and playing with my Ganesha and all the family elders came. I am supposed to bow down to them. It's a tradition. So I touch their feet and they will give money. A lot of money got collected. Must be some 70, 80 rupees. In those days it's a big money. And for a kid it's a too big money. And it was too much of coins and notes, so my father helped me to pack the whole thing in a hand key. So I looked at him and asked,
what should I do with this? He said, you can buy whatever you want. I said, I don't need anything. I only wanted this Ganesha. You already gave it to me. I don't need anything. He said, then you can give it to anybody you want. So I just called all my cousins, brothers, everyone was playing. I grew up in a large joint family. 27 of us grew up together. So it's almost like a one school, small school. So all of them are playing. I called in my loud voice, hey, anybody wants, come and take this money. I don't want it. So 4 or 5 kids were running, and my elder brother ran fast and took the whole thing, whole hand key. My father told me to tell my elder brother to share everyone, to share with all. I said, I have decided I don't want. And I said, whoever wants, take it. So he took it. How can I interfere in this after that? It's up to him. I will not even interfere, giving any further instruction to how they should share or who should share and all that. I said, I don't want. That's my first relationship with money. I still see very clearly that's the same relationship. Still, I don't touch money. I don't handle. Never felt the need. Anyhow, I am not saying this should be your pattern or this should be your... I am just giving you an example of how I started relating with. So now dig out how you started relating with money. That was actually my completion with money. I touched first time money only to give dana. Still I am doing the same thing. Still I touch money only to give dana. How you cognized money, wealth, what all your perceptions and beliefs and cognitions about money. Let's dig out. Let's get them out first. The moment you remember money, does it bring tremendous pain, suffering, impossibility, all that in you? What is the emotion or energy it invokes in you? So put your pen to paper and just keep writing whatever comes to your mind.
First thing we need to do, identify the contradicting, conflicting and complicating desires. What all the desires you have which contradicts, conflicts, complicates. First, conflicting desire means having a desire which conflicts itself. In the one statement itself, you will create a conflict and wrong energy. I'll give you an example. Somebody has a headache. He goes on repeating, I want to get rid of headache. I want to get rid of headache. When you repeat this again and again, this statement itself will keep the headache alive. Because every time you are remembering headache, when you utter the word headache, the headache becomes stronger and stronger in you. The real word you need to repeat inside is, I should become healthy. My head should become healthy. See, the words you repeat inside you are equivalent to food you take every day. Suddenly, overnight, nobody is going to become obese. Suddenly, overnight, nobody is going to become fit. It's every day what you eat makes you one day obese. Every day what you eat makes you one day healthy. Listen, the words you repeat inside makes you either frustrated or spiritually awakened. The conflicting words you go on repeating inside you takes away the possibility you have for yourself. Second, contradicting desires. Having two or more desires at the same time which contradict each other, which you cannot fulfill at the same time. For example, you want to become a CEO and be an active life from morning till evening, managers meetings, team meetings, and people listening to your words, commands, decisions. You want to be a person who calls the shots, rolling chair and active life. One, you aspire for that. The other side, you want to throw away everything, go and lie down in the beach, resting. This contradicting desires. Same way, third, complicating desires. Means having a desire which gets complicated without direct understanding and right clarity. This is when you don't have intelligence to take the direct and straight steps to fulfill the desires. You go round and round and round. You want money, but you are working in the direction of having name and fame. You go round and round and round, fulfilling something else. It's like you want name and fame, but you are working in the direction of having money. I'll give you an example. You want to learn painting, but first you learn stitching and then drawing. Finally, by the time you learn painting, you have become too old. This complicating desires, understand that many times you want pleasure, but you get into painful lifestyle. It's like the joy you enjoy when you are romancing and dating. You want that permanently and you get married. That's it. I think this example everyone understands. If you are getting married for the sake of retaining the joy you experience while you are romancing and dating, that can be a very apt example of complicating desires. What you want is different and what you do is different. End up in complication. Now, please sit and dig out the contradicting desires, conflicting desires and complicating desires you have. Cleansing the pranamaya kosha. And please start digging out these patterns and engrams.
Nityanandam, so beautifully, Swamiji had actually explained to us about what is wealth as per Hinduism, what is abundance, what makes one wealthy, and who is the wealthiest man. Swamiji redefined all our fundamentals. And Swamiji also explained to us about Swamiji's relationship, the very first relationship Swamiji had with money, and gave us such a beautiful explanation, detailed explanation on what is conflicting desires, what's contradictory desires, and what are complicating desires. If you have understood these things so far, can I request all the participants to take a few minutes and post what you have understood? Please take a few minutes and post what is it that you have understood. All the clicks that you have had so far. Whatever you have understood as, okay, this is what wealth as per Hinduism means. And this is what I have understood, like that, whatever understandings you have had. See, the first and foremost thing that we all need to understand clearly is wealth is not something that's outside of you. Wealth is an extension of you. This is what Swamiji explained so powerfully. Like this one understanding definition, once we get this inside us, it'll change the way we start perceiving about wealth, the way we start perceiving about abundance, everything. What you feel about life, what you feel about you, all those ideas decide whether wealth is going to be around you or not. Understand wealth, what you feel about you. Listen carefully. What you feel about you, what you feel about life, all these decide whether the wealth is going to be around you or not. नवारे वित्तस्य कामाय वित्तं प्रियम् भवत्यात्मनस्तु कामाय वित्तं प्रियं भवति. Verily, not for the sake of wealth, my dear, is wealth loved, but it is love for the sake of the self. This is from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Money is simply extension of your understanding about you, your strength on you, your belief on you, your strong belief on you. When a man decides to create wealth, not steal, you will have wealth, the great fulfillment that you live. How you cognize money, wealth, what all your perceptions and beliefs and cognitions about money, let's spend some time and dig out. Let's get them out first. The moment you remember money, does it bring tremendous pain, suffering, impossibility, all that in you? What is the emotion or energy that it moves in you? Put your pen to paper and just keep writing whatever comes to your mind. Whatever is your relationship with wealth, you're going to spend a few minutes and you are going to write that down. When you remember wealth, the idea of money, abundance, money, being wealthy, what is it invoking inside of you? See, of course, you will have a desire to earn wealth. Nothing wrong. Like Swamiji said, the moment you're clear about the concept of what wealth is, there's nothing wrong in you wanting to have wealth. If the relationship with wealth becomes right for you, then the wealth is not only not wrong, but also will be right for you. So let's spend a few minutes and let's understand, analyze, and understand what is our relationship with wealth. Ready? Should we all enter into this? Can I request all the participants, please come on camera. And today's day, you need to be fully internalizing every step by step of it. All right? Only then you're going to be understanding and cognizing whatever we are uh, sharing with you in the class. You will understand that more and more deeply inside of you, and you will also be able to uh, start looking in and mapping rightly for what you are having. Take a few minutes. First, list down what is your relationship with money. Means, what do you, the moment you remember the word money, the moment you remember about wealth, what does it bring inside of you? Does it bring tremendous joy, tremendous pain? You feel very bad inside of you. What is it? Take a few minutes and please spend that down. Are all of you understanding so far? The moment you remember about money, what is it triggering inside of you? What kind of a pain, or you feel like money is impossible for me to achieve? I have wanted money so badly, so many times, but I never could achieve it. What kind of emotions does it trigger inside of you? Come on. If you have understood and started writing, please put in the chat that yes, I have understood and I'm writing. Ma Hongli Wong, the man who remembers is the wealthiest man in the world, is written. The man who remembers his goal is the wealthiest man. The key word is remembering his goal. I don't like money because my mother always makes tension because of that. Good. Ma Eli, write it down. Please sit and pen down. You don't need to put it in the chat. You can just let me know that you're writing this now. You don't need to actually put it in the chat. Any one of you here for the very first time, please can you let us know that you're here for the first time? Good, Ma Alexandra, write it down. You all take a paper and pen and write down what you are having. as your relationship with money. What does money make you feel? Powerfulness, nosy, I hate it. Mm-hmm. Write down, write down. Can I request all of you to please come on camera and sit and write? Please sit in front of the camera. Ma Ganapati, take your notebook and write it down little more. What is your, whatever ideas that come? Now, you've written down, right? Looks like most of you are done. Now let's go to the next step. See, write down all the desires that you have related to money in all the three forms: earning money, spending money, and saving money. What all other desires you have? First, this is the first step. See, first you've written down whatever is your relationship with money currently. You've written that down, right? Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take another paper or in the same paper below, write down the desires you have in the field of earning money. How do you want to earn money? What kind of an earning you want to have? Second, what kind of uh, desires you have in terms of spending money? Oh, I want to be able to spend it lavishly. I see, understand your desires are not wrong. The conflicts, contradictions, and complications in your desires make your desire right or wrong. Your desire to want to spend lavishly is not wrong if it is not creating conflict in you. So let's bring completion that with the ideas of money that we have. Okay, that's what we are all working together right now on. Take your paper and pen. Ma Ganapati, what you have written down is more coming into the next step. Actually, now we have first finished writing the first ideas that we have about money, correct? Now, the next thing that we are working on right now is writing your desire. What you're going into is where you're going to actually identify the contradictions, complications in your desires. So this would come under that. First, you write down all the desires you have in terms of wanting to have money, like how to earn money, how you want to save the money, how you want to spend the money. Please take a few minutes. This is just do the first step, then I'll explain the next step, then we all can do the next, second and third.